everybody. Welcome to SHARC Doc Talk. I'm Doc T. Got Dr. Deonson over here. And Dr. I just can't say your last name.
It's got Sundaram.
There it is. It's not because I just not fluid with the tongue. I just call him Nandi.
Yeah, there we go.
Or my 90s rap buddy.
There we go.
One of the two. I love coming in on like Mondays or Tuesdays and the radio pops on and I'm like, what music is on right now?
Yeah.
Nandi was here. Never mind.
Gotta be careful.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes it gets a little... Because
There's
I'm
been a
usually
couple,
the last
like-
one here, so it's like, all right, got liberties.
There's some of them that come on. I'm like, ooh, this is not good for kids.
There's a couple.
I was like,
I'll look out. I'm like, I should probably change that.
All right, change this one. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back, guys. We're heading into the new year here, finishing up the old year. We're just gonna do a normal thing, check some stuff in, talk about some stuff. So let's check into my left. That's my left. Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, doing well. End of the year is always a little funky in terms of patience because, Christmas happens. And
Especially when it falls in the time of year. It's like Thursdays are tricky. Everybody I know runs the take these 2 days off. Now I got 10 days off kind of gamut.
Yeah.
So
So I had busier like days before and days after, but it just felt weird to like celebrate in the middle of the week and go back to work.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good time. My family's Filipino, so we basically celebrated all day when I could.
Bro, every family celebrates all day.
Well, this is what happens. It starts at Christmas Eve, but they really start at like 10 a.m. And then they're just partying all day until like midnight. Then you open presents at midnight.
Midnight?
Yeah, at midnight.
Yeah, that's
Why is that?
I think it's a
cultural. It's just a
Spaniard
culture thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's very Hispanic as well.
Yeah.
I've had a couple coworkers who are like, we do everything on New Year's Eve, on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, wait till midnight. They call it Noche
Interesting.
Buena.
But isn't Mass on Christmas Eve night?
There's technically,
And that might be, I don't know.
I think that's where it
Basic
started.
celebration,
Yeah.
Hey, as long as you're celebrating, doesn't matter when.
Yeah, we had a great time. I was tired.
You know what? I'm going to pose this question now, not to cut you off, but I'm very curious because this is something I've always wanted to ask. Don't you think at this point in time on the religious scale in our calendar, we can go ahead and make Christmas the last Thursday of December or second to last Thursday?
Oh, instead like Thanksgiving?
Like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Instead of trying this, because in 2 years it falls on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 3 years it falls on a Sunday. And it
that
definitely
means-
by calendars changing, it's not the 25th anymore. It's somewhere else. We could be in March if we actually took the calendar properly.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be better?
Yeah, but you run
even
into
Friday?
you would run into a big religious pushback
I know,
on the
but
25th because the 25th is theoretically
I know, but it's so
The
wouldn't it, like on
birthday.
Friday, like New Year's Eve on or Christmas Eve on Thursday.
No, we get what you're
Christmas
saying,
Day on
but-
Friday.
Yeah, I know.
4-day weekend.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man.
Bliss. Everybody else has to go. Oh, it's on Thursday. Cool. I'll be at work on Friday. Then that
Yeah.
just sucks.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's
continue.
basically what happened. So
So you party for 12
All day.
days of Christmas.
basically. And then, some families will do the Three Kings. I'm not sure if you heard about that in the Tres Reyes. So they technically start Christmas and they'll celebrate until like January 12th-ish. So,
Whoa.
yeah.
I'm Irish, and I'm even like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's a big ask right there. But let's man up. Let's do this.
Yeah. My family doesn't do that, but yeah.
good.
So I'm a little
crazy.
Christmas out at this point.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good. In the meantime, we did see a couple fun patients. I had a weird one that
You just went from fun to weird.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
it was a fun one, but
Okay.
also like I had to think about this one because everything in terms of like tests that I thought would be appropriate for this person, he would pass, but I thought he would fail.
Oh, those are always interesting.
Yeah, it was a patient lower extremity pain right side, and he is a physical manual laborer, and he said he felt like a pop kind of happened in his groin area, lifting something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
that
Yep.
So I was like, okay, well, let's just go check if he tore an adductor.
Right,
Realistically, we did the adduction test. 5 out of 5. I was like, how?
Okay.
This is weird. Standing, fine. Squatting, fine. He said he would feel like a little pinch at the bottom, which I'm not surprised by that, but I was like, okay, there's that. But he was able to do everything. He even did single leg stuff, fine. Calf raise, fine. Knee bent calf raise, fine. I'm like, then what happened? So went to go palpating. He pointed at a specific point in his knee, the pes anserinus, and also where it felt like it rolled up. And I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, you probably tore your gracilis. I've never seen this.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Why this is challenging is because there's like 4 other muscles you have to get through to get to that one.
Yeah.
So this is like perfect physics.
Yeah.
Perfect angles, perfect stress points.
Whatever happened.
I wonder if he slipped into adduction or abduction.
Yeah.
Right.
Little toe out, little abduct.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he felt something happen at work. He couldn't remember what motion. He kept working.
Yeah, because it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not the vital piece of it.
And
all.
then he said he noticed some bruising. It was a little itchy because of the extra blood flow that was kind of going through the area. Some bruising. I was like, what am I supposed to do this one? So treated him, felt better.
Yeah.
And then saw him the next couple days. Yeah. Like, funny enough, that day after treating him, he said, yeah, I have to lift 35, 40 pounds ish off the ground. He's a little hesitant to do so. So I said, hey, let's just to test. Here's a 30-pound weight. Let's pick it off the ground. No problem. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's just like spraining an ankle. I can still squat.
Yeah.
Doesn't make me not squat.
Yeah.
You lost some stability, but that's it. That is interesting.
Yeah, so it was a really interesting one. He's doing pretty good. So we've been training him.
It's like a minor injury, but it appears major at first.
Yeah, it sounds worse than it actually was.
Yeah.
So it was a fun little one.
I'll take that one over the minor ones that are major.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
all
that
the
one.
time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me that.
So that was the one that really stuck out to me this last couple of weeks here. Yeah.
Yeah, you have had a boring week. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. No, I know the guy. Yeah, he's a friend of ours that came in, and I was like, yeah, whenever you're construction, there's just some variables that make things weird. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's basically my week too. Played a lot of music. Christmas time.
Yeah, you're a busy boy.
Yeah, but
magic shows.
I didn't do any magic
concerts,
shows this year.
Being a doctor on the fair time.
Yeah,
this is his side gig.
Yeah, exactly.
Being a doctor on the side.
Well, what was funny was I was offered a magic gig and I said no. I'm like, I'm too tired.
I don't have time to say
I'm ready to sleep.
No more.
Yes, and I want to sleep at some point though.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You?
Had a couple days off, which was kind of nice. Haven't had that in a long time.
You guys don't know Nandi. That's a rarity.
I took a couple days off for Thanksgiving and then realized it's probably a good day to have something off for Christmas since both my children will be home for an extended period of time. And so that was nice. But I would say kind of the thing that kind of sticks out in my mind is I have a couple different patients who are mainly low back, kind of post-accident, car accident. But
those suck.
Yeah, I always say that they kind of tend to bring all that underlying stuff up to the surface.
Yeah.
And one dealing with some kind of proprioceptive issues where she thinks that this is normal.
Oh, those are fun.
And we got her in front of the mirror and realized that this was normal and that really hurt. So working on a little bit of just kind of working on that proprioception with her. And then the other one is just a retired mom and does a lot of the classes at the gym to stay in shape and finds getting some radicular symptoms when she stays in a kind of a prolonged squat. And her biggest issue when she first came to me was she couldn't sit in that kind of 90-90, we also call it a mermaid position on the reformer. So internal rotation of one hip, external rotation of the other. Yeah, exactly. One side was great. She could keep both ischial tuberosities on the ground. Other side, left side, comes off the ground like 3 inches off the ground. Has some restriction in her capsule, so we've worked on that. But the biggest thing was with her was her psoas. Like her hip flexor on her left side was just tight as...
Of course, car accident.
And would always kind of...
Technically, it's the iliacus, if I'm going to say something. I'm not joking. I read multiple studies because I got fascinated with this whole thing. And McGill's book, his section on the psoas is like 2 paragraphs and moving on.
It's like that big.
It's so tiny. And I was like, wait a second.
There's more to it.
And the
than
rabbit
this.
hole just unleashed.
Yeah.
Until I got to the point, there was somebody I was talking to like that, and I think I said psoas, meaning iliacus or iliopsoas, whatever.
Yeah.
And they literally went, it's the iliacus, not the psoas. It's never the psoas. And like turned and walked away, and I was like, I just got reprimanded. Like, does it really matter? We know what we're talking about right now. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, it flashback.
That's great.
That's what
because
I
it's funny because even though the iliacus is probably the hardest muscle to get to,
It's pain. Well, I don't know. The size is tricky too. It's under the guts.
It is,
That's a
but
tough one.
you can kind of like.
We might have to do a little competition on this one.
We might have
This
to
might
film
be a
that one.
palpation competition.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, this would be interesting.
So, I hate to cut you off on some of these ones, but
he doesn't. He's rude. Don't listen to him.
No, I edit these, so I can do whatever I want.
Touche.
In that case,
But there was one study that recently happened. It was just an anecdotal case study. One case.
Well, it seems like most of them are these days.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of
Because
no, I agree.
there was a lot of pushback and like, are you really touching the psoas?
Yeah.
Because like there's a lot of guts there. So someone actually did it in an MRI.
Ooh.
Yeah. So they did side lying.
Has to be side lying, yeah.
side lying and coming down and
Scoop.
So they showed the pictures and actually all the guts do move out of the way.
yeah.
You're hitting
And
it.
it's funny because when I learned how to palpate the psoas major, the instructor talked about, well, be careful because you're right near the artery. And if you're feeling too much of a boom, boom,
Pulsing.
boom, boom,
Yeah, feel
pulsating.
pulse.
Oh yeah,
Run, move.
That's
You're like,
aorta.
you gotta slide a little bit more lateral. You don't want to stay on that artery.
You know what's amazing is within the ART world, they actually do preach it to get in pretty medial. And I've found, now this is just clinical for me, I've found over the years, like I stay on the pelvic rim and move a little kind of like, say, south down the slide and a little north. I find I get to a place where probably it's like, it would be like the iliopsoas, like where they connect.
Yeah.
Because some way they do become one muscle.
Yeah.
Which I always laugh about it all. And it's interesting as I've gone through the years working on that, I've had more success with that than trying to find the psoas or hit the psoas or whatever. And then I came across NKT. Have you ever heard of NKT? NKT. So neurokinetic therapy. It's kind of like AK. It has a muscle testing premise to it all. And this muscle inhibits that muscle. Now, I loved it. It was just a little weird for me because I had been what I do for so long that they were doing things like clenching your jaw could be happening because your iliacus is overacting because your left peroneal is underactive. And I'm like,
okay, that's a lot of
one more
connection.
time?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so that was tough for
when
my
the
brain.
heel hits the floor,
It's
and-
like, huh?
yeah.
But they did say, he goes, they do have enough studies where they found the iliacus and the psoas are actually work against each other, antagonists.
Interesting.
And I was like, really? And so he sent it to me, and it's kind of like, this is fascinating because then the iliacus being overactive
Yep.
would inhibit the psoas, which is a spinal stabilizer. I was like, and if you have a trauma, what would it do?
Yeah.
It would trigger that event.
Yeah.
And I was
Just makes
like,
more sense. Huh?
oh, and so it's kind of fun. This is why you watch. This is the coolest thing we talk about on here.
This is us like brain dumping.
Oh, this is fantastic because I tell people like I have the So Right machine.
Yes.
I always tell them, I said, just understand it's a plastic knob you're ramming in your guts.
Yes.
You don't know what it's hitting and you're laying on top of it, which
Not
means everything's
necessarily.
gravity, right?
Yes.
So try to lean to the side,
Yep.
be very gentle, and go very slow.
Very.
If you can't breathe, your legs start getting really cold, you're in trouble. Call 911.
You're on the wrong. You're on the wrong structure.
Like so.
Change
anyway,
position.
I'll cut you off, but go ahead. Yeah.
Face the mic toward you.
Oh, thanks.
What, are you trying to be a rapper?
Well, no, because it like I don't know.
Is it?
Start holding to the side.
You know, well,
These aren't high-end mics. So
I got to wear my hat to the side.
They're,
Right?
they're not cheap.
We'll do it this way. There we go.
Anyway, so you're patient.
Anyway, so I have been working on kind of getting her to stretch that as well, doing like a hip flexor stretch and modified Thomas stretch
Sure.
to do that, and it's been helping.
Good. It's always good.
She's been getting less tingling. She's been getting
Nice.
a little bit less. She would get this like burning sensation, and it's really interesting when
We're at
kind of just more muscular. So it
Okay.
glutes,
Hips. Wait, yeah.
hips can, and it's interesting because it's hard to get patients to know if they don't know what muscle fatigue feels like compared
God.
to
He knows the semantic wars I go through with people.
command.
It's like tight and stiff and it hurts. I'm like,
Yeah, compared to okay, is that like neuro? Is that a
you're trying
nerve
to
sign
doctor
or
it,
is
and
it
they're
a?
just explaining, yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
we kind of boiled it down to she was just fatiguing because that muscle wasn't working, and
Yes.
now it's working.
yes.
And so we've discovered that that's a good thing. So
I think my favorite conversation is when he goes, it's numb and it hurts. I'm like,
Then wow.
just for everybody out there, numb means I can't feel anything.
Yeah.
Hurt means you feel everything.
Yeah.
It's like going up while you're going down. It just doesn't work.
The words from
I
patients are
get
always
it,
funny.
but those
it's
are
a,
ones like,
it's a yeah.
yeah.
It's a
And my patients always know,
yeah.
like, okay, I don't know what to say. I'm like, it's always fun.
Yeah.
Because what we're trying to do is truly like, if you have a patient come in saying, I can't feel my foot.
Yeah.
And you do tests on it, they can't feel their foot.
Yeah.
We're going, that's a red flag.
Let's go
big
check
time.
on
We
this
got to
stuff.
go, man.
Yeah.
And if it's like, oh no, it just feels numb.
Yeah.
Like I fell asleep, I'm like, well, that's
Like I can feel your
totally-
pressure,
Yeah.
but I can't feel
Totally
the-
different.
Yeah.
And so I kind of laugh because in our minds, we're trying to be like, you're in front of a patient. This is part of your job.
Yeah.
You want to keep the patient and help them because you can. But at the same time, you got to be a doctor. And so I
Yeah.
always say, I'm sorry, I have to be a doctor real quick. So I got to really narrow down what we're saying.
Yeah.
And here we go. But it is funny because in the back of your head, you're like, it can't be numb and
Yeah.
hurt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like I was at a party for my cousin's 18th birthday. So happy birthday to you.
How many freaking family members do you have?
I have one out of one.
It grows every time, right?
It kind of does.
We meet a new cousin every
Out of
year.
all the grandkids, right? Because I'm the oldest
podcast.
one. There's 14 of us.
Oh my.
14 grandchildren.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that means at least 14, if not 28.
So family parties. When I say family parties, they're big.
There we go. Nice.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but one of the guests there, it was a friend of a friend. 14-year-old side was hurting at the party. First time he's ever experienced that, and then he had to use the words, "I felt like something popped and exploded," to his parents. So, guess who's the quote-unquote doctor of the
immediately.
family? Dr. David! Yeah, so they pulled me aside. My dad's like freaking out. He's like, "Hey, we have an emergency going on." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm a chiropractor. What am I supposed to do?" So,
What kind of emergency?
so my dad said, "Hey, the computer emergency going on. Go check." And then I'm just asking questions. And I just asked him, like, "Hey, where does it hurt?" Points to this side, like right up here.
Left side.
Yeah, left side. I'm like, "Okay. Does it hurt to breathe?" He's like, "No." I just palpated just to make it look like I was actually doing something. Like I palpated. And I said, "Did you recently just try using the restroom?" He's like, "Yeah, I kind of helped him." Like, "That's gas, dude."
Sorry. Oh, yeah. By the way,
Okay, I got one for you. on
just
that
check
same
your
note.
heartburn.
It's so. I have a dipmate, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But I trained in all those emergencies. So it's all in there, right? But I don't use it
All the time, yeah.
like ever, right? But I have 3 kids, 2 boys, so I probably should hone up on that one. But my wife calls me in a panic.
Yeah.
And I think it was at the game or just before the game. And I'm like, "You okay?" She's like, "Aiden, something's wrong. He's having trouble like talking or breathing." And I'm like, "Which one?" They matter, right?
Yeah.
And so it turns out he had some spontaneous asphyxia. He just couldn't speak for 6 minutes. Yeah. Stress response. He's coming off a cold. Oh, he's breathing fine.
Okay.
But if you try to talk, could not talk.
Interesting.
And so I'm sitting there and he would try to pronunciate. I'm like, okay, he's kind of talking. Okay. And all of a sudden I clicked in and ran down every emergency service thing I know and got them all. And then the paramedics got there. Well, first the nurse got on the phone. The nurse did the same thing to him. The paramedics got there and he goes, "I've already done this 3 times. I went to my dad, went with the nurse." And so I'm like, "Oh, then you're fine."
Yeah.
But it was one of those moments like you'd be surprised what you know.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised how fast it kicks in. You're like, "Oh, because I was on a plane. Guy had a heart attack." Like the beginning stages.
Yeah.
Is there a doctor on board? I'm like,
That's when you just look around.
I don't want to be the one, but I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
And so I'm praying, like, please be a medical doctor, like somebody who this is what they deal with.
Yeah.
Ended up being an ER nurse.
Okay.
Oh,
She came like,
perfect.
"Phew, phew, give me this. And I'm like, I was here to assist you. You didn't help. Thank you. But it's funny because we learned, I mean, you guys learned this. We all learned this in school. So they're going through and I'm watching her. So I started writing down timestamps. I started telling her, we're landing in 20 minutes at a timer set up like this so she can look and know. And everything was getting cocked out. And I was like, God, you really do.
It kicks in.
It's there.
Yeah.
We just never thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Have to use it in real
Yeah.
time. But those moments you're like, wow, that's kind of cool to know that. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, I was thankful that it wasn't anything.
Yes.
But I was just
like bottom right, you're like, oh,
Yeah, once they said upper left, I was like,
Okay,
okay,
so-
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it should be
there's
okay.
not
That's
much that's there.
pancreas
No.
piss, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Pancreas. Yeah.
maybe, like spleen. But like,
Do you guys see the picture of the graph where everything's in quadrants? And you're just like, well, it's kind of over in both quadrants. So,
But yeah, I thought that was funny because like everyone is freaking out, and I just walk in. It's gas.
yes,
Yeah.
he's got sparks. He's fine.
Yeah.
Poop ruin. He's good.
Yep.
Yeah, gas is.
It's a very sharp pain at 14.
There's
Yeah.
a section I remember learning in our differential diagnoses where gas was a symptom of like 19 things.
Isn't that crazy?
And I was like, oh, your body's like, something's up.
Yeah.
You just don't know if I literally just have gas or I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know which one. It's
Yeah.
like, that's just, oh.
So you ask all the other questions.
It's amazing what goes through your head, too. It's crazy. Yeah, well, good. I'm glad he was okay.
Nice. He's fine.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Anyway, I think we jumped off this topic from
We
where?
did.
No. Oh, psoas?
So, wow. That's how it should be. It's boring otherwise. Yes. So, cool. All right. Well, so when you're like your work week as a PT, regardless of what, he has like 9 jobs. So he's all over the place, the PT. He's the PT of Orange County. Is there something you normally see or do they come in waves? Like
I
some
would
shoulders,
say
some knees,
I would
some
say it
backs?
comes in waves.
Okay.
Same here.
Because with here we see probably mostly spinal because of the PI.
Okay.
I do have other patients but 3 of my patients are spinal as well. My cash patients, but a lot of the PI patients I have are also spinal, either neck or low back.
Interesting. That makes sense in a car accident.
Right.
Yeah.
Shoulder. I have a young athlete who dislocated his shoulder for the 2nd time and then had surgery. He had a Bankart lesion with I think he had a rotator cuff, but it was his glove hand. So he
interesting.
wasn't too worried about throwing. He's back to throwing.
Isn't that weird? Like I have my problems in my shoulders are always my left, and I was a volleyball player. You'd think my right would just be
overhead.
like
Trashed, right?
But no, it's fine. My left one, a mess.
Yeah. And the only reason my right shoulder hurts is because I sprained it when I fell off my mountain bike and I forgot to let go of the handlebars. So, yeah, exactly.
It doesn't seem logical to let go of the thing that's moving you.
It doesn't,
through time and
but
space when you're turned upside
when things
down.
happen like that, and
that's
you're
fast.
just like, oh,
there's other ways to get down a mountain.
yeah.
lots
And I
of
wasn't
other
even
ways.
going down a mountain; it was like going down a creek bed. So it was
Same.
yeah, I know.
It's like we were 100 miles. They're like, there's cars.
But I would say, and then we get, obviously your kind of your post-op stuff like knees and hips.
Okay.
I would say majority of it is spinal, low back, but the things that I do enjoy are kind of the shoulder and the foot and ankle and kind of that kinetic chain stuff that kind of that challenges our brain a little bit more and gives us the idea that we're actually making strides, because then everyone says, oh wow, I get to learn how to walk again.
Yeah, I think our jobs truly are difficult because sometimes they come in, like you say, car accidents, very like a traumatic compensation pattern is different than a wear and tear compensation pattern, right?
Yeah.
Very much so.
But they both suck because generally the traumatic one had the underlying wear and tear. Then they had the trauma.
Yeah.
So now you're trying to stabilize the trauma and then eventually reverse back to try to fix the wear and tear.
Yeah.
But man, I think people sometimes forget how long this stuff can actually take.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like trying to retrain the brain in a single leg stance and balancing.
Yeah.
That could take months depending on them.
Yeah.
And
We
they're
hope
like,
it
"Why is-
doesn't."
what?" Yeah, it shouldn't, but it's like you just don't know what went on in their world.
Well, and like I learned when we have ACL surgery, it takes about 12 months for our proprioception in our knee to kick back in.
Yeah, because ligaments suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I as a PT I didn't ever remember learning that, but
I don't think so. I remember school, like they didn't really teach you how to do your job.
yeah.
They taught you to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
they
red
teach
flags,
you-
yellow
yeah.
flags, kind of things like that. And then you have to go out and do clinical work to go learn from
Yeah.
other older doctors.
Right.
To actually learn how to do what you know.
Yeah.
And then even that stuff you get, like I didn't realize when the knee has a trauma, it immediately turns off extensor muscles.
Yeah.
Immediately. And I'm like, oh,
So you have
I
to get
didn't know
those
that.
going, yeah.
I didn't know if you make a fist and your arm's down to your side, you activated your shoulder. Didn't know that. I was like, oh, well, that's cool.
There we go.
Nothing taught me in school, right? And there's all those things you learn. Like when these guys come in as interns, he's a full-fledged doctor, 3 years plus now. But when they come in and I'm talking to them, they're looking like, I don't understand what you just said.
Yeah.
You're like, oh God, I keep forgetting.
That's great.
There's so many things.
Monday, I have a student at the other clinic.
Okay.
Who will start her first clinical, so it'll be fun.
Well,
I haven't had a
fun.
student in a while,
Yeah.
so
it's always
a lot of fun.
Because I always remember those. It's just like you go in, you think you know everything because you passed all the tests.
Yeah.
And then when the actual
And you even
back,
got the gold bars. You're so smart. Such a smart guy.
I was good at memorizing.
It's ironic that I was the guy who didn't graduate the day of because my hours weren't done yet
Yeah.
because I refused to drive certain places.
Yeah.
By driving 3 hours to do 4 hours
Right.
makes no
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So I got my fake diploma.
Yeah.
And then my interns were like all gold bar wearing 4.0 students. It was a riot. It was a riot.
That's great. It's funny because like sometimes my parents will ask about that. She's like, "Oh yeah, really smart guy, works with the Chargers." I'm like, he barely graduated.
And that goes to show you how much that really matters.
Yeah.
The fact that you got the degree, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Why? I was born this way.
Yeah.
I was just born in a weird world, a single mom, no dad kind of
Yeah.
thing. So I had to figure my stuff out.
Nice. What time was that, David? 26:50. There we go.
But it's funny because I see the smart guys and I'm like, God, you guys are like, because these guys are smart.
Yeah.
There's some stuff patients ask me like, hold on, hey nerds, come here. I need you guys to answer this question.
It's funny.
Well, and in clinic too, I'll ask the students and the new grads like, "What's the protocol for that now?"
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I know
God.
it wasn't the
Oh,
same
yeah.
in 2004.
No,
Yeah,
God.
it's different.
Even like CPR.
Yeah.
That's just basically you can breathe in their mouth if you want, but make sure there's nothing in there and
Yeah.
start pumping their chest.
Yeah.
That's CPR.
Now they don't even teach
Staying
the breaths
alive.
enough.
Just go.
Staying alive.
Just go until it goes. And I'm like, God, it's crazy.
They're switching up the song now. I forgot to what, but I'm like,
what is it
it
now?
was a newer
was
one.
it?
I don't care. I always think
Staying
of that
alive.
one because you're trying to keep the person alive.
Exactly. You're staying alive.
I learned all that stuff from my buddy was a fire medic. No, medic. He was a
EMT.
Getting into fire academy
Yeah.
in LA. I went to his firehouse because I'm like, if you're going to learn this, what more fun would you have than a bunch of firemen, right?
Yeah.
These guys had a blast teaching me stuff
Yeah.
and just like yelling and screaming, egging me on, and just all kinds of stuff. But it was hilarious to watch them. And these guys know their... I'm
Stuff.
always amazed at paramedics and fire guys how much they actually know about right now trauma.
Yeah.
So when I think with EMT, the paramedic showed up and they're looking at my son and had this kid thoroughly evaluated in like 6 minutes.
Nice.
He's good. Take him to the doc, just have him once over, maybe get a check for like, influenza or something like that. But he's got some remnants in his throat and this and that. I was like, you guys are badasses.
Thank goodness for you.
Oh my God. First responders have to deal with, like, they go into, like, I come to work, I see patients on the list. They walk in. It may be what we worked on last week. It may be something new.
Yeah.
We'll see. They show up having no idea.
None.
If there's body parts, if there's things upside down, if there's like, people in the trunk, like they have no clue what's going to happen. I'm like, God, you
Weird
guys are
smells.
everything.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, because I had one of the captains. I asked him. I said, "What's your when you arrive on the scene? What's your job?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "My first job is to assess the area to make sure my firefighters are safe.
Yeah.
That's it."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "It's looking at walls and signs and looking at this, all of these things before anything actually happens." And I was like, "Dang,
Yeah.
gnarly." Once again, how'd we get here?
Yep.
Yeah, well, we just let it go, let it flow.
What were we talking about?
Yeah.
The SOAS.
So as it goes.
The trigger. Yeah, but those traumatic things are like their bodies, like her feeling antalgic, like I feel normal here.
Yeah.
Because her body's protecting itself.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing what the body can pull off. It really is crazy. Just to protect you.
Yeah.
And then knuckleheads like me go hurt my shoulder because I can do more. I'm invincible.
Right. Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how it goes. I've done that too. Recently, I did that too.
What'd you do recently?
I was just trying to fit a 2-hour workout into 1 hour, so I wasn't taking proper rest times.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Fatigue.
Yeah, fatigued, and then I went for a heavier lift, and I'm like, oh, there's my back. I'm gonna stop.
You know where mine started, I think?
Yep. Doing that.
When I bench pressed.
Oh, just oh.
Why?
So I walked over. I never bench press. I do dumbbells or machines. I don't need to bench press.
No.
However, my ego is me. He's over there doing these 4 second up, 4 second down, 4 second pause, 4 second.
Was that the one you did like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 225.
Yes, with Alvin.
He
That was
takes off
good.
it was with him.
Yeah.
He was doing 225,
No, I
4
know.
seconds up, down, pause, whatever.
Yeah.
He takes off the 210s. I'm like, hold on. I haven't worked out in a day and a half. Let me just see if I still got it. And I'll check. This is me being smart. It's
Lift.
still on the rack. I can lift that. Off we go. I got stuck enough that he was like, let me
That's
just
the next
be
segment.
safe.
I can lift that.
And then I finish it and I rack it. The next day, I did shoulders.
Oops.
I was still sore.
Yeah.
And I think that's what
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
part
Got
of
it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
those tempo down, pause, tempo up.
Nice.
but I still bench
sucks.
225 or
You did.
205.
It was
cold.
pretty good. It was pretty good. It's pretty good.
I can't move my arm now.
You know what they call that? A Dumas.
That's a Dumas. Mr. Dumas right there. And you walk away like, yes, got it. Next day you're like, can't move my arms. Perfect.
But you did it. That's all.
The best phrase. I swear I can't. It's the best statement someone they say. I heard myself like mid rep. You're like, you finished your workout? Yep.
Yep.
You're my people. I can relate. Okay, moving on. Not smart. Dumas for sure.
That's good.
Oh man. Anyway,
good times, good times.
yeah. So okay, cool.
So I would say to wrap that up was shoulder and most of the cases I see it would be cervical and lumbar spine. Don't see
Interesting.
too many thoracic. Get a peppering
rare.
of like hip, shoulder, and ankle, but and I've got somebody. I have patients who have one of those joints, but a majority of them I would say are lumbar spine.
I hope your
lumbar.
patients have all their joints.
Yeah, most of them. You know,
You just said
Insert dumb joke.
most of them. But doom, he knows exactly where that button is. Nice, that was good. You missed that one.
Oh boy. Okay. So on to me. Let's see. My week. Week has been good. Nothing crazy. I have had a few of those patients that, like, we got a rehab program. This usually works for that, and it's not working at all, which is interesting. I have one that I actually had to put a band around their knees for clams because they couldn't get their hip to actually really work. Their quad took over the entire time, no matter what I did to position them. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So it's funny for those out there. The band for clams is kind of like that muscle in that position is not a strengthening position. You're not trying to get it stronger. You're trying to
Right.
get it to work right. We're trying to
Right.
coordinate a pattern, right?
Right.
So the band is usually, like, you can do that, but it's better when they're standing or gravity based and moving along. But to put it on for the clams, just because with that resistance, now they can feel it, they can turn their quad off. But then at some point, I have to take the band off and get it back to normal clams again. It's the weirdest progression digression thing. So it's been a weird week like that. And like I said, I tweaked my shoulder doing that, but I had the pleasure of going and working on 300-pound men for 2.5 hours after that.
What we all dream of.
Oh my Lord. Yes. Man, we had a rough game too. That was
That was rough.
It's funny when you have a game, and I've seen these before. We've all seen them for teams that we were a fan of. None of you out there really familiar with what I'm talking about. The Chargers played the Houston Texans.
Yes.
And it was kind of, we didn't need to win the game, but it would have been nice. It would have put us in a better position in a way.
Yeah.
But we had the kicker had an off day, the offense, everybody had an off day.
Yeah.
And all of it, everybody, it was such a weird game to watch on the sideline. You're like, this guy never misses extra points, missed extra point. Doesn't miss field goals under 50. Missed field goal. We got 2 bombs for touchdowns. We don't ever give those up. And we had a pick from our tight end that dropped the ball or tipped it. He doesn't drop balls.
Yeah.
It was just this weird, what is going on, Twilight Zone. And I was like, I kept telling myself in my head, it's very funny. There's a little girl on a meme on Instagram that says, when you get what you want, that's God's direction. When you don't get what you want, that's God's protection. And I was like, not sure what you're protecting us from, but I'm going to go with that for now.
That's good. I like that. I like that.
I'm going to go with that and ride that way.
Not sure.
Not sure
but
if
it's going to happen.
Yeah, there's
It'll
a
manifest itself.
Well, ironically enough, I kind of think it did in a weird way because we get to rest some players.
Yeah.
Because
Herbert's not going to play this week.
No, his hand's still broken.
Yes.
His healing still, right? And this kid is not, he doesn't go, I'm going to protect this hand and just kind of take a fall.
No.
He's like, no, get off me.
Yeah.
On 280-pound linebackers wanted to tackle him. And so, we're going to have you down, which I think is like a blessing in disguise.
Yep.
For a few reasons in football, I think it's nice on this game because Denver's got to win.
Yeah.
They just have to because they want to keep that number 1 seed. New England's probably not going to lose to the Jets. Probably not.
Probably not.
So,
Football's weird.
Pittsburgh losing to Cleveland was kind of a surprise.
Yep.
They need that game. But so you got that game because it would have worked out that we might have gone Denver and then Denver.
Ooh.
So Denver this weekend, and then if it worked out right, we go back to Denver.
Yeah.
And you don't want to play a division rival in meaningful games back to
back, yeah.
at their home. Because that's not it's a rough 7 days, man.
Dude.
So it kind of was like,
At
maybe it's a
altitude.
blessing. Yeah, because we're looking like we're going to New England probably. So, which is funny
So
because
it's just the weather then.
yeah, which there it's bipolar. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
I've been there in the middle of December, and it's actually was 10 degrees and sunny. It was nice. I've been there in October, late October, and it was 33
and
raining
yes,
and 25 mile an hour winds.
torrential.
Horrible.
It was just like the wind blew the water into your clothes. I had towels on my shoulder for each layer, and then one on my jacket. And that was the only way to keep the water out from my body.
Whoa.
And these are the top
weird.
quality Nike jackets you can buy.
Yeah.
And they were just soaking right through like nothing. I was like, Jesus.
At some point, it's just not going to do anything.
I wouldn't even want to play football in this, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was turned out. But anyway, so that's what I had to do that day. So Monday, my shoulder was killing me. Yesterday, I had Dave work on me, which is great. Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Today's Wednesday.
I
It
know.
actually feels better, but I'm being nice to it. But man, shoulders, I hate shoulders. They're the worst. They're the worst. My least favorite. That's all I'm going to say. Can't swim. Can't lift.
It's tough, man.
I know. I need a tissue. I'm going to start crying.
Wow.
It's emotional.
I play the violin.
Yeah, I hear it.
We don't have that on there.
No, we don't.
That would be
we
rad.
need it.
It'd be like,
Tiny violin.
that's the outside of that, man. It's been a quiet week. I had a lot of people coming in, finishing up the year, just working on some cases. Nothing really that stands out that I can think of. Yeah, everybody's coming along pretty well. I mean, end of the year, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Got football on right now. We're not watching, which is weird, but we're doing this instead.
Yep.
Hey.
You guys excited to say goodbye to 2025 and 2026?
Yeah, I think so.
Some
I
ways,
think 2025 has been good. I feel like being here has been a super for me, like you
It's like
said.
your first year.
This
Full
pretty
first.
much.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
April.
Okay.
Actually, so I mean, I feel like it's been a really good experience for me, and I don't feel like the work is. I'm always excited to come here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's
always nice.
I always enjoy it. It's a breath of fresh air. It's a relief. I don't feel like I'm going to another clinic. Where I'm at the other clinic, it's a little bit of a turn and burn, but the people that I work with are great. Just like the people that I work with here. Here we're so much more relaxed.
Yes, we are.
We get to almost see the things that and work with the people that we want to work with.
Yeah, and that's no slight. It's just in the medical world, you're either the insurance route or you're a cash route.
Yeah,
The
and
cash route buys you that freedom.
it does.
Yeah.
And you know, and I really really appreciate our environment. I really appreciate all the support that I get from you two, from Alvin and Tom, from just everybody. It's been good, and I think we have a good foundation, and I feel like we're stable enough to keep going with what
There's
we
nothing but
have.
growth, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
And it's promising to me. It's just a matter of when do I make that shift to be able to, because I feel like my schedule now is so full enough to where I could open up more hours and it would fill up right away.
I think it's
You're
going to be
right
good. Yeah. And it's always that every one of us has gone through it. Alvin went through it. He went through it. I went through it. You're going through it. It's one of those things that I told him this too. It's going to present itself.
Yeah.
You're not going to have to think it through or make out notes or pros and cons. It'll be one day you're like, F it, I'm done. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And everything will be where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And like he was surprised when he did it too, and he finally stopped his valet job.
Yeah, I stopped that this year. That was fun.
And it's funny, I see him less now than when he had a valet job, so I'm not sure how that worked out.
Yeah, well, you know.
But but it is something that it's unfortunate because all of us at this table, I think if we were billionaires, would probably do this for free or
Yeah.
a version of that.
And it's
Yeah.
funny because we talk about, like, you and I are a little bit older, and
Yeah.
so we think about more retirement. And I look at retirement more as, what am I going to do when I have the time to do what I want to do?
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And so that's
it's a really hard. People ask me, and I'm like, I'm going to teach more than treat.
Yep.
But that's about it.
Yep. And
So-
I feel like my Pilates is gonna take that shape in some way,
Sure.
integrate it into that, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like in this environment, this is where I would really want to end up.
It's so much more. Like I even noticed too, because I again, we would help anybody we can. We still have to make money because unfortunately we're all in
We
debt.
live in Orange
Yeah,
County.
we live in Orange
Orange
County.
County.
We're in debt with the student loan stuff, like all those normal things everybody else has. So we have to charge.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's one of those things when you get those clients and it all works out for everybody. Like they can afford to come here and we're working together and we have a good time. It is so much fun.
Yeah.
You have you go on the floor and it's so much fun because you get to do, like I had 2 clients this morning that I changed their entire program real time.
Yeah.
Because I was seeing what I wanted to see in some areas, but I was like, but you're lacking over there. Let's just revamp the program right here. I have the time.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much nicer because I think when people look at doctors, medical doctors can be different. Orthopedic doctors know what's coming to their office for the most part. With us, like I said, we literally don't know what's going to walk in. The weekend ends, especially holidays. Like I can't wait next week. The day after New Year's or the week after, because a lot of people have this week off anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did you do?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't skateboarded in a while. I'm like, okay, how'd that go? Not well. Yeah, and those kind of conversations, right? But you get to sit back, and as doctors, it is hard for other people to understand this. We have to think like almost on a dime.
Yeah.
Like they come in with something
Yeah.
new. I tweaked like the gracilis guy. Tweaked his knee to this. Like, okay, I have to dig deep on this and really start to figure this out. You've got to do that right now. And then right after that might be a shoulder, same scenario, but as a shoulder instead.
Yeah.
Next one might be a sprained ankle to what degree, we're not sure. Next one's maybe an ACL.
Yeah.
And you've got to go boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
When you have these time slots where we've got 45 minutes, an hour to work with these people, you can not only figure it out, you can help them right here, right now, in this spot.
Yeah.
And make them leave the office better than they came in, and the next 2 days better than they would have been.
Yeah.
And that's like a power we have that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But it's also a privilege, right?
Yeah, most
that
definitely.
we get to do this
Yeah.
and the way we get to do it. And that's the coolest part about the concept that we have here. And the fact that we can go, you know what, I won't be here next week.
Yeah.
But I got a guy or I got another guy that can fit with you perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's like perfect done.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get the same. That's like that's when I really wanted this whole thing to go. That's what I thought about. I saw this and I'm like, this is so exciting.
Yeah.
There's nothing cooler. All we need is a medical doctor. And I talked to one of the orthos. I almost had him, but he was like, because they have to go through. Oh my God, this guy was telling me the problems they have to go through. It. I was like, I would love to have you. I go, aren't you tired of seeing ankles? He's like, yes, I'm tired of seeing ankles. They should not be in my office.
Yeah.
He's like, what's this orthopedic surgeon going to do? Do you need surgery? No. Okay, cool. Go to PT. Need surgery? No. Go to PT. Like that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I go, God, wouldn't it be nice if I was in your office? He's like, it'd be amazing. It would be like this.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I know.
Yeah. 100%.
It's not real world, unfortunately, in some
No,
ways.
not
but
at this point.
we might get lucky in the future. You never know. You never know. I'm done. But it is, yeah.
We'll keep
It
stoking
is.
the fire.
Yeah, right? But it is kind of cool having you guys here. I love it here. I love what we've built here. It's fun to watch it work. Like the days that I smile is when we're on a rectangle office, so we have like, it's a big rectangle. PT's kind of over here and chiro's kind of over here. Massage is mixed in. When I'm seeing the whole room move,
Yeah, it's really fun.
like this light show.
Yeah.
And the music's right, depending on who is here. And you just kind of look around like, this is the kind of, I'm going to say, this is the kind of shit people have got to experience. Because when you walk in, you're like, wow, this is rad.
Yeah.
And we learn from each other, and we pick up things from each other, and we ask questions to each other, and our clients benefit, which is the best part.
It's the biggest thing that I've been trying to do this year. Like, I just walk over if I'm in pain. I'm like, hey, how do you think about this?
Yeah.
Like, how would you address my low back? He's seen it a couple times. How would you address my knee or whatever? And then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna steal that. That was a great idea. That was a great
Because
idea.
I'll be honest, there's things I'm not the greatest at, like that thorough exam. But I'm going to get to your problem, fix it fast.
Right.
That for sure. And then other people are like, he's much better at their thorough exam. You guys are much better at thorough exams. You guys look at patients from a different eyesight. If I could put, all of our brains into one brain, the visit would take 3 hours, unfortunately. You ever seen McGill? His visit is 6 to 8 hours long.
It's long.
I'm like,
Who's this?
Stuart McGill?
Stuart McGill. So he's like the spinal guru.
Okay.
He's got one book that he published. It was all studies. It's a hard read. Then he dumbed it down for the rest of us in a different book.
Interesting.
And that's one that's so has like 2 paragraphs and not much there, because he's done all these studies on how the spinal loads and all that kind of
He'll
stuff.
talk about that, and we'll talk about nerve slack versus nerve compression based off the bending. I've tried reading it. It's hard.
Insane. I've lived in that book for a decade or 15 years. That's where I started, because I've always had that inclination.
I feel like I've seen that name before.
Yeah, you have. And I've got I can find a way to get it to you guys, but I actually paid for and bought. He sat down with Gray Cook, and they did a seminar talk.
Interesting.
Like side by side.
Yeah.
You're not drinking beers. And I was like,
we need more.
love you, both of you.
Let's go.
So they went on and they did this talk.
Beers
I can't
and
remember
scars.
what college it was, but it was something like 6 to 8 hours of just talking.
Yeah.
And it was McGill, who's really like, I don't know if he's a chiropractor or not, but he's Canadian.
I don't know.
But he did the studies. Like, he has all the data.
Yeah.
And then Gray Cook is more like the clinical.
Yes.
And he has all the clinical data.
Right.
And so, but what, like, I feel like more like Gray Cook. I can tell what's going on.
Right.
I don't have the science to back what's going on.
Right.
But I have the I don't know, sixth sense of knowing where we're going, right?
Yeah, you can see what's happening, and you can know why it's happening, and you know how to fix it, but you don't necessarily know
100%. 100%. And I can't say this is what this is, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I always love when people diagnose stuff and you get like 6 of them. I'm like, it doesn't matter. And
Yeah.
like, I was the worst at that in school. My teachers got so pissed at me.
Differentials,
You got to give us 5. I'm like,
it doesn't matter.
Like, to me, I'm like, do you need more than 3? I could understand 3. Do you need more than 3?
well, like say plantar fasciitis. Well, there's like 7 tissues that attach there.
Yep.
So I'm going to give you 7 plus the fascia, plus a bone spur, plus a stress fracture, plus a stress response, plus the tissue, plus the nerve. I'm like, really? When do we start treating the person?
Yeah.
Let's do that first. Let's just get there, right? Yeah. I'm trying to make sure that their foot's not going to fall off.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my rant, and I'm done. But yes, McGill did really good stuff on that.
Okay.
It's fascinating to like read, even though I'm 20 plus years, into this whole thing. I still read these books.
Yeah.
I still go through these things. Still, there's something there I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to go find it.
Yeah, very much so.
You know, and there's a lot there I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely been fun trying to pick their brains too, just because, like, sometimes I'll miss trying to do one exam versus another one. I'm like, oh, I haven't thought about that one in a little bit. Or when they come and ask me about like the heavier lifting to rehab to performance type of stuff in between, I'm like, oh, this is fun. This is why I think that. And then I'm not realizing that, hey, I'm teaching him about this while he's teaching me about certain things.
And you got to remember, if you go through, because I've had this happen to me a couple times, when you go through, say, 2 or 3 weeks, and it's just for whatever freaking full moon, shoulder, elbow, neck, just boom, 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 and then a knee walks in, and it's been 3 weeks. You may not be like so quick to go, okay, I need to do all the things. You know the basics for sure. Treat them, they go, you're like, oh, I should have done this and this.
Yeah.
Or I should have done that and tape that. And that's the fun of talking, is because they kind of keep those other issues. Like if you're all dealing with hands and necks and shoulders and foot and whatever else, like it's good to talk and keep that in your mind.
I just remember this too. This happened.
I got to cut you off.
Very cool.
Before I forget. Return to play.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a running back. I'm not saying names.
Okay. Yep.
We have a trainer. Not saying names.
Yep.
But he's a rugby guy.
Ooh.
So I walk into treatments on Sunday.
Yeah.
He's taping up, and he looks like, you can tell when a guy's testosterone is like peaking, right? And I'm like, what's up with you? He's like, I'm about to kick your ass. I'm like, whoa, what are we doing today, right? And he's going outside, and he's literally, and I'm not even joking you, wrestling the running back. Like hands over and like wrestling.
The trainer?
Yeah. And I'm like standing there and I go, am I missing something? And they start laughing because I'm not always there to see all of their like ATCs, like their process, right?
Okay, yeah.
And so like, no, this is part of his return to play. So you have to go make sure whatever his injury was, that these things react to these stresses and isometric load, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, it looks more like he's just having fun.
Yeah.
He's writing it down.
I was dying laughing.
He's clinically documenting the
I had to
fact.
cut you off because like, I'm going to forget this again. But I'm just standing there going, that looks like more fun than anything else I've ever done with it. And the ATC came in afterwards, and I mean, he was toasted. And here you got a 32-year-old rugby player. Like rugby, he's built like a rugby player, right?
And then
going against a 22-year-old running back in the NFL. Oof. And you're like, oh, you're done for the week. I was like, oh yeah, that was my workout for the week. It's like, oh man, because that dude is strong. And you're like, that was funny. But anyways, I was like, at first I thought it was a joke or a bet. And like, no, this is what we do.
That's awesome.
And I was like, who does this with the lineman?
That's great.
And then
I know, right? Yeah, who does that with the
Marcus,
lineman?
Who looks like a lineman?
Really? Okay.
So that's his job. And I was like, God, if it was me, they just think I'm a coach.
Whenever I walk into the room, I'm like,
you'd be like ragdoll. They were like,
I've done that once. We had a guy who was retiring from the NFL. Loved Brian McKenzie and I back in the day had a gym together. I worked in it. He was in the gym, and this guy came in because he was just into what we did. He found us, came and walked it up. But we were getting him back to go back for a 13th year, and he got onto New England for I think camps. Didn't quite make the cut. A couple call back for practice squad, and that was it. But he's 13, 14 years in, so he's had his fill. But we were doing cone drills, and we were trying to get pads and do something with that. To your point of this, he literally was just doing his thing. He goes, and I was against the wall in half a second. And I was like, that hurt. And he kind of goes, sorry, man, I was trying to go like half speed. I'm like,
half speed?
Wow.
Okay. And I promise you, you do not realize the power these kids have until you feel it, and you're like, Jesus.
Yes.
Like I look at Najee or Omar. I always mess up his name. Or rather, rookie running back.
Hampton.
Omar. And I'm just like, they walk by me and I go, there was nothing. I would lower my head and my shoulder. I would be probably sawed in half or disintegrated. And then that's it.
And they're like, what was that?
Was your the fly come by?
Yeah. Okay. Did you feel that?
And you just go, wow. That right there was, I was like, still does. I can't wait to tease him, but that was fun. Anyway, sorry.
My story's not as cool as that.
Yes, I had to trump your story first.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to set it up for that.
I don't do that.
But I had this one patient come in. It was a referral. I was trying to treat her a couple times. Just wasn't getting where I thought I needed to get her, right?
Sure, yeah.
So I was like, go visit Nandi. Just different set of eyes.
Yeah.
Worked perfectly. And I think that's the beautiful part about the office is like, I think I'm getting the right things. It's just because I haven't seen like that injury in a little bit. And I was like, okay, well, go over there. Just see. And it's working perfectly. Like they're getting results.
And we just looked at her MRI, and she has a little bit of, let's see, what did she say? Something, her PES was really flared up.
PES anterior.
And she was like, yeah, that's what David said it was. And so,
yeah, I was like, I knew this stuff. It just wasn't clicking. So I was like, go there.
And all comes back to the psoas. Her psoas is all kind of screwy. I'm telling you, what's going on?
No comment.
I guess that's
iliacish.
No comment.
But
I will say there is one. So I'm always fascinated about it. There's some stuff that comes in. I'm sorry. I've said this a million times. I'm 21 years in. There's still stuff I'm like, how did you do this?
Yeah.
So the one guy who had the atrophying thigh and had that burning, so his femoral nerve like it was getting like cut off, right? I worked the attachment site, insertion of the psoas.
Yeah.
Just inside and just a little north where the nerve kind of sometimes can get stuck in. His leg's normal, pain's gone.
That's awesome.
I touched him like 4 or 5 times, but I was like, no, I've never treated it for this purpose. Yeah. Lieutenant, I just I've done that, but not for the nerve.
Yeah.
The nerve I always go through the guts because usually it's entrapped up in there where it slits the belly. Sure, but down there, I was like,
body's
all right. And I don't fight it. I'm not like I should have known that. It's like, no, you can't know that.
Yeah.
You can't take an MRI and locate that. It's not going to exist, right? This is you doing clinical and finding it.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, that's all right. Pat myself on the back. Good.
And the other thing, my other patient who I was talking about, kind of my weekend review, we looked at her. Sometimes you just miss things, and we looked at her Faber test. Mm-hmm. And her Faber, she had a positive Faber on her left that was probably about 30 degrees into hip adduction more than the right.
Okay.
And that was one of the things that and she was like kind of all over the place like this when we would put her leg in that external rotated position. And that was one of the things I'm like, okay, why didn't I see this in the first place?
It's hard because
You're like,
when they walk in with stuff, it's like sometimes with the
spikes.
shoulder, I'm not going to check their hip mobility.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
yeah.
Now, in the perfect world, I would love to run through full body assessments for sure.
Yeah.
But they're not paying me for that. They're paying me for this, right?
Yeah.
But there are times you look at it going, I should have checked that sooner.
Yeah.
Yep. But I'm going to tell you this. I'll be honest with you. I've asked patients this a lot. Like, why do you see me or why do you come here? Like, what is it about us or me or whatever? Because why not? They're coming, they're paying us. Obviously, they like us. Why? Right? And so it's interesting because they say, no, and this was the overarching theme of all of it is, you guys just present like you care. So you may miss something here or make a mistake on this. Not mistake like we did something wrong, but just like that. We didn't get that test first, we got it second. I got it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But they go with the intent is to help me and help me sooner than later.
Yeah.
Like none of us speak in this terms of like, we're going to need to see you for 6 to 8 months and do this, this, and this. It's like, my God, I can have you running marathons 6 to 8 months. I can have you doing like, that shouldn't take that long.
Yeah.
ACL, different animal.
Right.
Destroyed shoulder, different animal, right? You're beholden to the tissue healing. You don't get to make that happen faster, right?
Yeah.
But most cases, none of us do that. And so the patients have all said that kind of response to me, which I was like, that's music to my ears.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing I've never sold it, presented it, or talked about it. But in my heart, I always wanted people to understand we truly care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We truly want you better and as fast as possible in a realistic time frame. Like he's learned to slow down.
Yeah.
I'm like pissed after one visit. Why is it not fixed?
Yeah.
It should be fixed. And it's like, no, it takes a little longer. I'm like, no, it doesn't. That's me. But it's like, and I've rubbed off on him in a way that's like, take a little time. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 visits, 4 visits does happen. It's okay. Because I still get the patient going, I came and saw you one time and I was feeling great. Like, that's not normal.
That's rare.
That's not normal, guy. We have to see there's more. But anyway, that's the best thing. So it warms my heart because I'm like, oh God, I'm talking about PT side, massage side. I'll ask anybody, like, what is he like about them?
Yeah.
What do you like them? Like some people like Nandi because he's very upbeat. Somebody's like, he's a little too much. And I'm like, yeah, he's very happy all the time. Dave's a little quieter. I'm just going to yell at you. So you find where it fits. Yeah, find where it fits.
Quieter, I'll throw some weight at you. You'll survive.
Find the fit. That's it. And that's the fun part. When you have a lot of doctors in an office, it's kind of cool. Especially when, if and when all practices are doing their thing fine. Because, if you start throwing people away from you, you want to help the patient.
Yeah.
But you're not making any money either. So it's kind of you got to be careful there, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's nice when you just go, you know what? Hey, go see Nandi. Hey, you know what? Go see them. We do ART like specifically.
Yeah.
You guys do soft tissue.
Yeah.
Different animals. You get stuck, send them us. Visit or 2.
Yeah.
This is what it is. Is how you do it. Back at you.
Yeah.
That part's great. And that's the part I think a lot of people really respect that.
Yeah.
It's not like we're all closed off. Can't do this, can't do that. It's more like, let's share and, whatever. And the other docs were pretty good about getting them back to the original doc.
Yeah.
So it's nice. So
100%.
I do love this vibe.
Hey guys, this is Dr. David. I just wanted to say thanks for watching SHARC Doc Talk. I just wanted to let you guys know that we decided to cut the episode a little short, mainly because we started to ramble a little bit and it started to get a little long. However, it's just going to be released next week. So if you like what we're doing, go ahead, like and subscribe and share it with a couple friends. This is Dr. David, and with SHARC Doc Talk, we're out.